Let me tell you something. There are special forces on the ground, and I've seen them with these eyes.
Where from? Where from?
Italy. They helped at the start. The Italians helped start this. They're one of the groups.
Bad news. But you've done a brilliant job. I got messages from all over the world all the time. Everyone wants to know how you're doing. You must be getting an idea now how many people are interested in how you've been.
Well, people should be not interested in me. They should be interested in what's happening in Libya.
They are. They are the people, but we need the independent eyes.
People are being raped. Families have been imprisoned. And there's good people on both sides dying. I don't want to totally demonize one side. There are good people on the other side. And this country, Malta, has been victimized too. It's controlled by the United States and the United Kingdom. The British and the American governments control this country, and it was forced to be used as a base. And a lot of people here are unhappy about it. And there was protests against it here. You don't hear that in the news at all.
No,
this
never
place
heard
is a hotbed of the CIA as well.
So
anyways,
have you managed to get yourself a flight out?
Yes, I'll be going to Switzerland and from Switzerland back home to Canada. So it'll be bon voyage for me.
Will we have a chance to speak to you again before you go?
I hope so. Maybe in Switzerland we'll discuss things. I'm planning to see UN officials there, or ex-UN officials, because you know the UN played a key role in destroying Libya. I tell you, the place looks like Kabul or Civil War Beirut. Even worse, there's areas I went to before that I can't even recognize. It looks like apocalypse now, like a nuclear bomb was exploded there. They really bombarded that city very badly. And I think people on both sides should be crying. And like I said, I spoke to some really good people on the Transitional Council side.
Well, this is quite shocking. You keep saying this. I mean, most of us are quite happy to demonize them all as bad people.
We can't do all. We can do their... I think all their leaders are bad. That's my personal opinion. The majority of them.
But they allowed NATO to assist them in the slaughter.
I know that. I know that. But we have to also understand that people can make mistakes. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. People can... Fear can drive them to do very bad things. Selfishness can drive them to do very bad things. But people can also change their minds. There's always hope and room for redemption. And this is what I hope will happen in Libya. That people on the Transitional Council side will wake up. They'll realize that this is my country being bombarded back to the Stone Age, or something even before the Stone Age. That this is preposterous and this is unacceptable. And these are fellow Libyans that are being murdered in cold blood. I'll tell you, NATO bombed, I was told they bombed a rally of people carrying the green Jamahiriya flags. They bombed the rally because it was a big rally, and they just bombed it.
I'm sure.
NATO committed war crimes in Libya. Obama, Sarkozy, and Prime Minister David Cameron, as well as the other leaders in NATO countries, need to be held accountable for Nuremberg-style war crimes. This has to be done. This is justice. Anybody
I agree. Everyone agrees. I'm afraid that they've got intentions to spread the war beyond the Libyan borders.
Yes, they have. You know, so you hear about Algeria. They want it to spread. In fact, they're starting to report about the news, like about how people in Benghazi are unhappy, how people in Cyrenaica are unhappy about the Transitional Council. One Arabic station, I was told, said the other day, I was talking to a Maltese friend the other day. I said that people in Benghazi called in and said we only had one option, to wave that old royalist flag and accept the Transitional Council. That was the only option. We're not happy with them.
Sure not.
And by the way, while I was there, I saw two of their members. Like, I didn't talk to them, but Ali Tar, the Oil and Finance Minister and the Justice Minister arrived, and they announced that the capital was being switched, and within 24 hours, Mahmoud Jibril and the rest of the Transitional Council would arrive at the Corinthian. And I want to mention some things about the Corinthian. Like I said, the British in charge of security. There's a security firm that's in charge, and at the intelligence level, it's the British that are in charge. But the Corinthian, since it was built, since it was inaugurated, The top floors were all preserved for Americans, so-called businessmen who had it till the day that these conflicts started. The top floor, all prepaid. These were spies. Informed people told me that these people were people helping coordinate the events in Libya. You know, and they used helicopters. Some people might tell you they didn't, but I can assure you that those people are dishonest people. There's some people you have to be careful who pretend they're progressive, so they can come in sheep's clothing and disseminate false information.
You know, you haven't given the idea that Gaddafi's army could in fact still succeed.
Look, the fighting's not over. There's still heavy fighting around Tripoli and its suburbs. There's rumors that Gaddafi is south of Tripoli. They're still fighting in Sirte. There's a bloodbath in Sirte. They're still fighting in even Cyrenaica parts of it. In the west, they're still fighting, and everything's shifting, and Gaddafi still has strong support. Muammar Gaddafi still has strong support. So this is not over, and if he dies, it'll be a much bloodier war.
Well, NATO would love to kill him. They love killing people.
They love to kill him because it'll destabilize the country and it'll cause the fighting to go beyond Libya's borders. That's what they want. They want a constant state of fighting.
Absolutely. What they got in Iraq and Afghanistan, they want here in North Africa now.
Yes, definitely.
Mahdi, we've done a lot. I get tired quicker than you. But what is the story about me putting this up?
I just want to put up because I promised not to do any interviews or anything till I get home. So I didn't doing this, but if it goes up on the 1st, then you know I technically don't break my promise.
Well, I want to know what time the 1st. It's not a very good image. I didn't stop and tell you that, but I'm telling you now. But I want to put it up as soon as you permit me to. So tell me when.
So,
I mean, the 1st my time or the 1st your time? I'm in London.
The 1st your time. The 1st your time.
Okay, it'll be 1 minute after midnight.
Sure, go ahead.
And if you can do it any earlier, let me know. And am I allowed to tell anybody that we've done this?
Yeah, sure. Sure,
Okay.
You can tell anybody. Just put it up then, though. That's all.
No, I won't put it up till the 1st.
Okay.
And if you got more time in the morning, call me. Call me from Switzerland. We'll keep it going.
Okay, sure. Very good.
Oh, no, very good. Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you, Mahdi. All the best.